Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from the Black Business School, and I wanted to give you a quick layout of what's happening with the stock market. You might have noticed that yesterday we had a big burst in the market, and then you had a big drop. And maybe this was a lot of profit taking. A lot of this chaos was led by Tesla, which might be the most speculative stock that there is. People are just buying and selling it, and they're not thinking about fundamentals of the company. I believe. I think they're thinking about the enormous growth potential of whatever Elon Musk is trying to do. I think it's very risky to do that because remember, Tesla sells 300,000 cars. The bigger automobile manufacturers sell 7, 8, 10 million cars a year. So Tesla's got a long way to go to catch up with them, but they do have great technology and great software. In other financial news, in terms of what's going on, banks are about to release their earnings announcements. That's a big deal. JP Morgan has done a great job as a bank, particularly because they're heavily involved in equity markets, which allowed them to actually exceed earnings expectations. Whereas on the bottom trend, you have companies like Wells Fargo that are pretty much getting their butt kicked, largely because they're playing a slow game. They're playing the whole game where you basically make more money from your loans than you do from that you pay out in deposits. So they're looking at that spread, and they're just not really doing as well. In fact, it's amazing. The company makes $18 billion in a year in revenue, and but they're kind of a mess right now. I know in the black community, Wells Fargo does not have a good reputation, so I think that kind of extends all throughout throughout the world actually. So you have a broad range in terms of banks. Now, the reason banks are important though is because banks are kind of a bellwether to tell you what's going on in the economy. Because remember, banks only make money when businesses are making money and paying the banks back. So the bank's earnings announcements are going to be really important. All the corporate earnings announcements are going to be paid close attention to. There isn't much guidance. There's a tremendous amount of short-term uncertainty. And so that's why I think it's always important to remind you, my philosophy, I'm a long-term investor. And so when you focus on the long term, you know how the movie's usually going to end. The movie's usually going to end with the hero winning and kissing the girl and going off into the sunset. Well, that's how the movies usually ended for 10-year investors in the stock market. I'm not a 2-day investor. I'm a 10-year investor. So that's sort of what I'm seeing. A lot of short-term uncertainty, but the uncertainty kind of clears up when you look long-term, look at strong companies with good balance sheets and pick stocks based on the right criteria. So if you'd like to learn more about this kind of stuff, we meet every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. for our options trading masterclass. So we're talking all about options. It's a bunch of stuff that I picked up during my PhD program, and so I'm sharing it with my students in the Black Business School. If you'd like to join us, then please feel free to go to drboycemasterclass.com. That's drboycemasterclass.com, and at the very least, make sure you follow the Black Financial Channel on Instagram. We will keep you updated on what's happening in financial markets. I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Have a good day. Bye-bye.